In this video, I'm going to be providing a brief update on some Polymega news. You guys may be aware that I'm a huge Polymega fan. I've been following the project since its inception several years ago, and I still have one on pre-order. I have every module on pre-order, including the light guns. Still waiting on shipment, and recently Polymega put out an update. In case you're not aware, they are working on an N64 module, which they're making great progress on, which I'm really excited about. Just to touch base on this, and hopefully I'll have my unit sometime within the next year is what I'm hoping. But we'll be going over some updates that they put out on Twitter. But I do have the deluxe bundle, so that includes the base unit, which supports Sega CD, Sega Saturn, Turbo, Graphics CD, as well as all the Japanese variants of all those, and also PS1, which is really cool. And then all the modules. So the Power module for NES, the Super module for Super Nintendo, the Mega module for Genesis, the Turbo module for TurboGrafx, and the gun controller, which works on LCD screens. It is a little bit pricey, but it is using that modern technology that allows you to play all the light gun games using a modern screen, which is really exciting. And then each module includes one of each controller. So really excited to get it. But purpose of this video was kind of to touch base on some updates they recently put out via Twitter. So over the past year or so, they've been relatively silent. They did ship out a batch of pre-orders sometime last year. Some content creators got them. Mine hasn't shipped yet. But so they're trying to have more of a social media presence. And so hopefully this is kind of the first steps towards that. So they did an 8-part tweet. I'm going to go through all 8 parts just so that everybody kind of has a general idea of where they stand, how the chip shortages have affected them, and what their plans are moving forward. So their initial tweet was, "Hi everyone, here's a brief update, which we hope is informative. So first, our factory lead times increased this quarter due to one of our critical suppliers' inability to meet lead time estimates they previously provided us. Not shocking, this has been common across pretty much all technological industries." Moving on to their second tweet, and this is the one that isn't the greatest to hear, but they had to say it. What was a 12 to 16 week before, and that they're talking about lead time here. So what was 12 to 16 weeks before has increased to 40 plus weeks. This is unfortunate. This is impacting shipping time, so we're working to place larger than needed order from them so that the issue doesn't continue in the next year. And we'll move on to the third tweet, and then I'll talk about pre-orders. We're working on delivery timing estimates now, but rest assured that if you've got your pre-order, you'll get your system in the order which was received as soon as we have it on hand. Yeah. We will be stopping pre-orders sometime soon until we can fulfill our backlog. We don't have a particular date set, but we'll keep you informed. So previously they had posted on their site, we'll see if it's still on there. Yeah, so previously they said if you placed an order after January 2022, the anticipated ship date is the second half of 2022. Now that lead time has gone from 12 weeks to 40 weeks, anybody that has pre-ordered this year definitely isn't getting a system this year, in my eyes. And so, another thing I want to point, if you get a chance, definitely read through some of their comments. They did provide some good information in the comments, including they are issuing full refunds to everybody. So, if you have one pre-ordered, you want a refund, their customer service will process a refund for you. The other thing they did mention as well is they are shipping out everything in pieces instead of a bulk order. So if they have units available, for example, I pre-ordered the deluxe bundle, And so if they have the base unit available but not all the modules, they're going to ship out the base unit so that you can get your items as quickly as possible. You're not going to get everything in the order in one shot unless they have them kind of coming into the warehouse all at the same time. So that was good news to hear as well. Moving on to their fifth tweet. WWD, which is Worldwide Distribution, who is their distributor, modules have begun shipment to their facilities in Germany as of last week. Expect shipment updates from them soon. Anyone who has missing modules from the first shipment can expect delivery in late August, early September. So they're expecting people that have had this pre-ordered for a couple years now that are still missing some modules that they weren't shipped yet. Should have those by August, by the end of this month, into next month. And then you can see here, some people pre-ordered through Amazon. Obviously, this is different. This is only if you pre-order directly through Polymega. But yeah, if you want to read through the comments, you can. Yeah, and then somebody asked about the gamepads as well. Since you could order individual gamepads, a lot of people still haven't got their extra gamepad yet. Tweet number 6 was, our customer service team is back and will be responding to your emails and service requests shortly. Thank you for your patience as some changes occurred on the team. Oh, this is good that they're responding. However, the concerning part is their team's just now back. Right? So for a while now, they haven't even responded to emails or messages, which is very unfortunate from a customer service standpoint. Moving on to tweet number 7. We all appreciate the patience that you have shown and also understand that you're all waiting on important information, so I will keep you apprised as I learn new things. I will also do my best to answer technical questions, but I may direct you to customer support. And then some people just had commented that they reached out to support, so I haven't got a response yet. The person posting this is kind of like a liaison for Polymega. And then on to the final tweet, and this is actually more of a positive tweet. The team is making big progress on other new projects, and we can't wait to share the latest news with you. Here's a sneak peek of a new feature coming to the Polymega soon, and it is Saturn MPEG, which this means the Polymega will support VCD videos, which is really good news, especially for Sega CD and Sega Saturn, and potentially the ability to play any VCD disc. That is still unconfirmed. However, they're working on those capabilities. And so that's pretty much it. There's a lot of comments on this one because a lot of people want to know, the extent of this. This is really important for those FMV games, and hopefully they'll be adding a lot more functionality surrounding that. Especially considering the base unit does support all of the CD-based games for the most part, PS1 and earlier. And if I just pull up the changelog, and this is really nice to go through sometimes. This kind of gives you an idea of what they're updating and how frequently. The current version is 1.1.21, and here you can see they do periodic releases, fixing, supported games, updating the database, providing new mapping functions for controllers. They try to support every controller that they can. You can see they add the audio CD player. Just different things like that. So it's not solely just for playing the games. They're kind of trying to add some of that functionality that the systems had when they were released. So the Sega Saturn had the VCD player module, The 3DO had that as well, right? Where you could have that add-on module and you could play VCDs. Now this doesn't support 3DO games at the time, as of right now, but they are looking at adding that VCD functionality, similar to what they did, how the Sega CD had audio capabilities. You could put audio CD and it would play it. They recently added that as well. And then you can also override their default background music to be audio from a CD, which is really cool as well. But there's tons of changes that they're working on, which is nice. Their software development team is making progress. They're just still really lacking in the hardware side of things. Really excited for the upcoming N64 module. We really haven't had a clone console for N64. This is relatively emulation, but getting N64 on it will be amazing. And again, this does take original carts as well. You have the ability to install it onto the system or run it off the cart, similar to like a Retron. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Drop me a comment below. Let me know if you have a Polymega pre-order, or just what your overall general thoughts are of the system and your overall thoughts on their tweets.